Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, fondly known as Bangabandhu or Friend of Bengal, stands as the founding father of Bangladesh. He led a life deeply intertwined with the aspirations of his people. From his early days as a student activist to his unwavering fight for Bengali identity, Mujib's journey is one of courage, resilience, and unwavering love for his nation. This essay explores the life and legacy of this remarkable leader, a man who challenged oppression, ignited a revolution, and ultimately gave birth to a new nation. His story is not just a historical account, but a testament to the power of one man's vision to shape the destiny of millions. It delves into the key moments that defined Mujib's path: his early political engagement, the struggle for Bengali autonomy, the tumultuous events leading to the Bangladesh Liberation War, and his enduring legacy that continues to inspire generations. Through his sacrifices and unwavering commitment, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman earned his place in history as the father of Bangladesh, a beacon of hope and a symbol of resilience for people around the world. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was born on March 17, 1920, in Tungipara, a village in the Faridpur district of what was then Bengal Presidency under British India. Even as a young boy, Mujib displayed a strong sense of justice and empathy for the disadvantaged. He pursued his education with fervor, attending Gopalganj Missionary School and later Calcutta's Islamia College, where he completed his degree in law. It was during these formative years that Mujib's political consciousness began to take shape. He was deeply influenced by the works of Rabindranath Tagore and Qazi Nazrul Islam, whose writings emphasized Bengali culture and identity. The widespread poverty and exploitation he witnessed under British colonial rule further fueled his desire for social justice and political change. Mujib's involvement in student politics began early, joining the All India Muslim Students Federation in 1940. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a prominent voice for Muslim student rights and advocating for a separate Muslim state within India. This marked the beginning of his lifelong dedication to political activism and his unwavering commitment to representing the marginalized. As a student leader, Mujib's charisma and natural leadership abilities were evident from a young age. His oratory skills quickly gained recognition, captivating audiences and inspiring many. He joined the Bengal Muslim League in 1943, further solidifying his presence in the political arena. This move marked the beginning of his long and impactful political journey. During this time, he actively participated in the movement for the creation of Pakistan, a separate homeland for the Muslims of British India. His involvement in these rallies showcased his dedication to the cause. However, Mujib's vision for Pakistan diverged from the dominant narrative. He foresaw a nation where the rights of all its citizens were respected. He envisioned a Pakistan where Bengalis, despite being the majority, would not be subjected to cultural and economic marginalization. He wanted a nation that celebrated its diversity. He believed in a Pakistan where all its citizens, regardless of their ethnicity or language, would have equal rights and opportunities. This inclusive vision set him apart from many of his contemporaries. His dedication to the Bengali people became increasingly evident in his political activism. He tirelessly worked to ensure their voices were heard and their rights protected. He strongly opposed the attempt to impose Urdu as the sole official language of Pakistan, recognizing this as a direct threat to Bengali culture and identity. His resistance was not just political but deeply personal. Mujib's unwavering stance on this issue resonated deeply with the Bengali population, solidifying his image as a fearless advocate for their rights. His speeches and actions inspired a generation. Mujib's unwavering commitment to social justice extended beyond the political realm. He was deeply involved in community activities and social causes. In 1947, during the Bengal famine, he actively participated in relief efforts, providing aid and support to those affected by the crisis. His hands-on approach during this devastating period was a testament to his compassion. His actions during this period further cemented his reputation as a leader who genuinely cared for the well-being of his people. Mujib's legacy as a compassionate and dedicated leader continues to inspire. Section 4. The Partition and its Aftermath. The year 1947 marked a significant turning point in the history of the Indian subcontinent. The British colonial rule came to an end, but it also brought about a division that would change the lives of millions forever. The partition of India in 1947, while marking the birth of Pakistan, also led to one of the largest mass migrations in human history. Millions of people were forced to leave their ancestral homes, crossing newly drawn borders in search of safety and a new beginning. The province of Bengal was divided along religious lines, with West Bengal becoming part of India and East Bengal, present-day Bangladesh, becoming a province of Pakistan. This division was not just a geographical one but also a cultural and emotional rupture for the people of Bengal. This division had a profound impact on Mujib's political ideology. Witnessing the chaos and suffering of partition, Mujib's resolve to fight for the rights and dignity of his people grew stronger. The partition, intended to quell communal tensions, instead ignited widespread violence and displacement. Communities that had lived together for centuries were torn apart, leading to brutal communal riots and a humanitarian crisis of unprecedented scale. Mujib witnessed firsthand the suffering of millions of Bengalis who were uprooted from their homes and subjected to unimaginable atrocities. The pain and anguish of his people left an indelible mark on him, shaping his future political endeavors. The post-partition reality of East Pakistan was far from the equitable society Mujib had envisioned. The promises of equality and fair treatment remained unfulfilled, leading to widespread disillusionment among the Bengali population. Despite constituting the majority of Pakistan's population, Bengalis found themselves marginalized politically, economically, and culturally. Their voices were often ignored and their needs overlooked by the central government. The central government, dominated by West Pakistani elites, systematically discriminated against East Pakistan, denying them their fair share of resources and political representation. This systemic discrimination created a deep sense of injustice and frustration among the Bengalis. This discrimination fueled a growing sense of resentment and alienation among the Bengali population. Protests and demands for autonomy became more frequent as the people of East Pakistan sought to reclaim their rights and identity. They felt betrayed by the very nation they had fought for, treated as second-class citizens in their own homeland. The dream of a united and prosperous Pakistan seemed increasingly distant, as the chasm between East and West Pakistan widened with each passing day. Section 5. The Birth of a Movement. In response to the growing discontent and the blatant disregard for Bengali rights, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, along with other Bengali leaders, founded the Awami League in 1949. This political party would become the vehicle for Bengali self-determination, advocating for their cultural, political, and economic rights within Pakistan. The Awami League, under Mujib's leadership, quickly gained popularity among the masses. His powerful speeches, resonating with the hopes and aspirations of the Bengali people, ignited a sense of unity and purpose. He articulated their grievances against the discriminatory policies of the Pakistani government, demanding autonomy and respect for their cultural identity. Mujib's unwavering commitment to his people came at a personal cost. His activism attracted the ire of the Pakistani authorities, leading to his imprisonment on multiple occasions throughout the 1950s and 1960s. However, each arrest only served to strengthen his resolve and bolster his image as a symbol of Bengali resistance. Section 6. The Struggle for Autonomy. The 1960s witnessed a surge in Bengali nationalism, with the Awami League at the forefront of this movement. The people of East Pakistan, feeling marginalized and oppressed, rallied behind the call for greater autonomy and self-determination. Mujib, despite facing constant persecution from the Pakistani government, continued to champion the cause of his people. His unwavering commitment to the Bengali cause made him a target, yet he remained resolute, inspiring many with his courage and determination. He articulated a clear vision for East Pakistan's autonomy within a united Pakistan, demanding greater control over their own affairs. His speeches resonated with the masses, who saw in him a leader who truly understood their struggles and aspirations. In 1966, Mujib presented the Six-Point Movement, a comprehensive program outlining East Pakistan's demands for self-governance. This movement was not just a political statement, but a detailed plan addressing the core issues faced by the Bengali people. These points addressed key issues such as economic disparity, linguistic and cultural rights, and greater political representation for East Pakistan. The economic policies of the central government had long disadvantaged East Pakistan, and the Six-Point Movement sought to rectify these imbalances. The Six-Point Movement was a watershed moment in the struggle for Bengali autonomy. It galvanized the population, bringing together people from all walks of life in a unified demand for justice and equality. It provided a clear roadmap for a more equitable relationship between East and West Pakistan, addressing the long-standing grievances of the Bengali people. The movement highlighted the systemic issues and called for a restructuring of the political and economic framework. Mujib's articulation of these demands resonated deeply with the masses, transforming him into a symbol of hope and resistance. His leadership gave the Bengali people a sense of purpose and direction, uniting them in their quest for autonomy. However, the Pakistani government, threatened by the growing popularity of Mujib and the Awami League, responded with brute force. The state's heavy-handed tactics only served to strengthen the resolve of the Bengali people. They viewed the Six-Point Movement as a secessionist agenda, a direct challenge to their authority. The central government's refusal to address the legitimate concerns of East Pakistan further deepened the divide. Mujib was arrested and charged with sedition in the infamous Agartala conspiracy case, further fueling public anger and resentment. His arrest became a rallying point, igniting widespread protests and solidifying his status as the undisputed leader of the Bengali struggle for autonomy.